This is versus Briggs. 7th round KO. Pretty cool. Badges from the fight. This probably belonged to Usher. Actually says it belonged to an Usher. Not the Usher. Not it's 7 o'clock on the dot, and then my drag show. Who's in the street? We both think the same song.
I ain't never missed my cue.
What's up, guys? Ryan Fiterman. We are back. Fiterman and Friends podcast, episode 3. Thank you for tuning in. I'm here with my guys today.
Manuel,
Kevin, and Nick.
Kevin's a new guy, everyone. Like and subscribe. We got a new guy on the block. Kevin, how long have you been with us?
A little over 2 years.
Little over 2 years.
Yeah, time flies.
Time flies when you're having fun. So we're jumping right into this today, folks. We are going to start with some new items that we have.
All right, we got our new Nico Collins jersey in, wide receiver 1 for the Texans, 1-0. I gotta ask, what college did he go to? Go ahead.
University of Michigan.
Just got killed by the Horns. had to include that.
You had to throw that in there.
Texas back. I've been saving that one. And
you guys will learn over time that Kevin has like 8 teams. So he went to, tell him, Kevin, tell him all your teams. The fans want to learn about you.
We just got a couple. Houston base, Rockets, Astros, Texans.
Why do you cheer
Falcons.
for 12 colleges?
Not the Texans. College, it's a different story.
Let's hear it. Go for
it.
We have time.
Oakland, U of H, a little bit of TCU, SMU, all the good stuff. I had the good stuff.
That's 8.
That's exactly 8. But yeah, that's what we got. Had to mention the Horns.
You're 49ers?
That's for another day.
Okay. All right. We're going to talk about something Kevin knows ball. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
But what cards you got? Let's see.
These are the cards we showed y'all last time. They were raw. Now they came back slabbed by Beckett. Dual sign. Tyson, Jake Paul. Only place to get them. Right here. And
let's check them out.
Now they're slabbed. So those will come in regular and auto 10. So
these are like, Beckett hooked us up with an extremely quick turnaround because the fight's taking place. So huge shout out to Beckett for getting these back to us extremely quickly. I think we showed these raw on episode 1.
Yep.
So we do have some that came back dual auto grade, dual 10. So this is kind of a big deal. This is very limited. And then we have the regular non-auto grade. Total, these are limited to 275. So again, check these out. Fiterman Sports exclusive cards commemorating the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight November 15th. Manuel, you got some new subs in from PSA?
Yeah, so jumping from Beckett to PSA, let's stay with football. We got in 2 tickets. One is a Jerry Rice. This is his first home game.
Home debut ticket.
Kind of a big boy ticket, low pop.
Yep.
And then this is John Elway's first also home game. And this is also his first TD pass. So this is John Elway's first home game, first TD pass, and Jerry Rice first home game at Candlestick Park.
So guys, I secretly have like a huge love and passion for collecting tickets. As the market has blown up the past few years, I've taken a liking to it and got into it pretty heavily. Probably have a few thousand tickets at the moment. Most of them I like to get them from like a really huge event that one of our clients participated in, and then get them signed or dual signed, triple signed. Some of the tickets Manuel got back, we just purchased and took the chance of getting them graded. So if you go on our eBay store or on FittermanSports.com, we do have couple hundred tickets listed, but this is a brand new PSA submission that Manuel just got back, and he wanted to showcase some of them.
Yeah, and we're listing tickets daily too, so you're just going to fly through some of these.
Oh, shit, Mike fell again. I guess it's tradition. Sorry.
You're good. So here we have, this is a dual sign Ric Flair Hogan ticket. This is from 1992. Pretty cool ticket. Dual signed. Here we have a Pete Rose ticket. This is when they played the Atlanta Braves September 8th. Pete Rose went 2 for 4. Hit a double in that game. So this is another cool thing about these tickets. PSA kind of sort of puts little description of what's on there.
Where'd it go?
What?
The last one.
Right. That's the Pete Rose. This one's a Dr. J. Julius Erving, New York Nets. Here
So
we have-
guys, please understand that same with grading with cards. People have a preference, either PSA or Beckett. I would say PSA is the favorite for most folks. It does bring higher value when you sell it. I have personally lately have been a Beckett guy. Beckett can provide more details of the event on the ticket because they have a larger label with more characters. So PSA, some people say bring more value. Beckett people are submitting tickets there because the turnaround time is faster and the labels are much more detailed.
This next ticket, it's signed by Ric Flair. This is Ric Flair versus Bret Hart at the Boston Garden. Sneak peek, stay tuned for some news on the Boston Garden, and just stay tuned. So this is a pretty cool ticket.
I forgot about that. That's a good idea.
And then here we have just a lot of Kentucky Derby tickets that Ryan bought.
Most of them are all Kentucky Derby winning tickets.
Yes.
So, fun fact about Ryan, my bucket list for a sporting event that I haven't been to is the Kentucky Derby with the family, but got to do it like the right way. Like I want to be in there, betting next to Brady and a cigar with Jordan. Like, if I go a second or third time, you might do the bleachers or the grandstands or whatever. So my grandpa got me into the Kentucky Derby as a kid. So that's like a secret passion that I have that not many people know about. So we bought a bunch of Kentucky Derby tickets from the 70s and 80s. So we got them graded. Some of them are really beautiful tickets. Excuse me. And also came back with some great grades.
This next ticket, obviously growing up, big baseball fan, 1998. You're a baseball guy. You remember this year. This is McGwire, Sammy Sosa home run chase. This is ticket.
Big Sammy Sosa fan for the record.
This is the ticket where he hit the 60-second home run. So that broke the record held by Roger Maris. Roger Maris was 61.
You know ball and you're a baseball guy. Then what does it say?
Yeah.
60-second home run. It just says 60-second home run.
What year is that?
98.
Did that break it or tie it?
I think Maris had 61.
He broke it.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm 03 and after. So
Oh, wow.
So this is a pretty cool
So
ticket.
Kevin knows ball, but not before 2003.
I don't
And
make
then-
the rules.
Just this, obviously the Olympics just ended a few weeks ago. So this is a 1984 Olympic ticket, Team USA Baseball, signed by Mark McGwire. This is it's just an Olympic debut ticket for Mark McGwire.
So Fiterman Sports does a private autograph signing courtesy of one of our friends, Tom, one time per year with McGwire. So I'm assuming these are from our last signing with McGwire, I think in January. So that's why there's all just randomly Mark McGwire tickets coming back from PSA side.
And then our guy, Mike Tyson. This is a pretty cool badge from one of his fights at Trump Plaza. This is versus Briggs, 7th round KO. Pretty cool. Badges from the fight. This probably belonged to Usher. Actually says it belonged to an Usher. Not the Usher. Not it's 7 o'clock on the dot, and then my drag truck who's in the street.
We both had the same song.
I mean, if you know, you know.
So it wasn't for Usher.
No.
It was for
A
Usher.
Usher, correct.
Got it. Jeez, that was awkward. Don't karaoke.
And then
Forgive me, the music guy.
And then this is the ticket from the Briggs fight. Also, 7K knockout. Pretty cool. Ticket stub from Plaza.
The ticket and
the matching badge.
Ooh, that's
Now-
interesting.
These are, once again, I'm a music guy, so these are pretty cool. These are tickets from previous Michael Jackson tour tickets. This is from actually Texas Stadium up the road, the 1984 Victory Tour. This was the whole Jackson family tour. This next one's from also 1984, but this one was at J.
You
King
know what's wild
Stadium.
about this is, so what's cool about these Michael Jackson tickets is Don King was actually a promoter of this concert alongside Michael Jackson's dad. So that's pretty wild. We just bounced from the Tyson events in the 80s in New Jersey, obviously presented by Don King. And then I didn't know this until I bought the ticket that Don King co-promoted the Jackson 5 tour with Michael Jackson's dad. So Don King had his hands in a lot of cookie jars in the 80s.
So segueing from that story, if you haven't watched our first podcast with Mike Tyson, he tells a funny story of Don King and him meeting.
Oh, that makes sense
that,
now.
Yeah, I'm putting it together now
Putting
too.
two and two together. Yeah,
Meeting Michael Jackson for the first time.
Wow, I was just thinking that, but it makes sense because Tyson was represented by Don King in the 80s, and Mike told us about a concert he went to with Don King to meet Michael Jackson. Well, now it makes sense because Don King essentially was the agent for both of them.
Yeah.
So, we're connecting the dots here on the podcast.
So this next one, if they ever invent a time machine, I'm letting y'all know right now, I'm going back to 1988 because not only do I have a ticket for the
Unused ticket to the
unused ticket to the Michael Jackson Bad Tour, which, fun fact, this was the first ever vinyl record I ever was gifted, which I still have in my collection. But not only that, backstage passes.
Let's go. One for me, one for you.
Yeah. So we're going back to 1988 and meeting Michael Jackson backstage, all access. Well, these are pretty cool.
Well, if
Unused.
that's the case, then we might as well go to Tyson's fight and use the credentials to get
That
in.
too. So, yes, I'm a music guy, so these are pretty cool. Unused badges, unused ticket. From this era, you don't see stuff like this anymore. So these are pretty cool.
But listen, thank you for sharing all this stuff, Mano, that we just got in. I do think it's a great idea to continue to show the fans what we get in daily and weekly that we're purchasing and or submitting to the major authentication houses, just like you guys are doing. But I do think next time we save the reveal for
For sure.
for the podcast.
So Kevin, our mail-in guy, do not open the box.
Roger that.
Leading to Kevin. So one of the main reasons we have Kevin on this episode is we have numerous signings coming up, which means this has given the fans around the country and around the world the opportunity to mail in your item to the signing. So this is Kevin's specialty. This is the department that he is in charge of. Kevin leads an entire team of ours to handle the mail-in process. So Kevin, just kind of take over what you do for the mail-ins, and let's all just chat about the mail-in process, what a mail-in is, the headaches you have to go through to perfect this for the fan base. So again, Kevin's on the air for this reason today. So we're gonna talk about mail-ins, and I'll be quiet and Kevin can take over.
Yeah, so I'm the mailing guy. So yeah, pretty much every signing we have, which we have a lot coming up. If you want to send in your item to get signed, you can't make it to the signing, it's a private signing, send it to me. Send it to our office, 1318 Highway 3, League City, Texas.
Attention, Kevin.
And attention, Kevin always helps. Safely pack your items. Give me a little invoice, proof of purchase with your order number or your name, and I'll handle the rest. If you have a color or a preference of location or where the autograph is, I'm going to try my very best to do it.
Put that disclaimer in.
Asterisk, he's going to try his best. We're going to try our best. The color, not promised.
Yeah, I
We
do
will
what
try.
I can for you guys. But after the signing, I work as hard as I can to get it out to you as fast as possible. But yeah, when you're packing up your items, make sure to include return shipping. Return shipping is always a key factor so you can get your items back.
It helps eliminate any delays of the items going out. So the mail-in process is actually an extremely
Detailed.
very detailed, tedious process. I feel like Kevin and Sheena have came up with a phenomenal, informative section on our website. And guys, if you follow those directions, I think it makes
And it
makes your job.
helps both of us.
Yeah.
It does, I promise.
Again, guys, the mail-in process is very tedious and detail-oriented. Kevin does try his best. He's very easy to access, calling his office line, emailing him at kevin@fitermansports.com. The more you follow the mail-in guidelines that Kevin and Sheena have created on our website, the easier it is to process your item. And please understand that once it comes into our facility, it's logged in, it's on a spreadsheet, it's assigned a serial number, it's unpacked from the package that you sent it in, it's repackaged safely with care so we can either drive it or ship it to the signing. Then it arrives at the signing. Anyone chime in where I'm wrong or what I'm missing, but
You got it all.
it arrives to the signing. It is unpacked. It is categorized again. It is labeled with your name and your serial number so we know who to reference it back to. It is categorized
Color.
for the signing in color, meaning like all your items that are signed in black are categorized together. All of them signed in blue are categorized together. Silver, miscellaneous colors at times, etc.
And inscriptions. You gotta put
Inscriptions
those
if
out
you
as
have
well.
it.
if available.
Yeah, if available or if they're not rejected by, the talent or manual. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, because everything's subject to approval, obviously.
Everything is subject to approval from the talent when you get into the inscription process. Again, an inscription is something that the athlete writes other than their name. So this Saturday, we have Andre Johnson at our office, September 21st. So an inscription for Andre Johnson would be HOF 2024.
For the first time ever.
For the first time ever.
First time ever. He
I like
was offering that.
But again, guys, the mail-in process is extremely tedious. A lot of companies claim that they can do it. A lot of companies are not very good at it. Also, guys, on our website, fitermansports.com, or we'll put a link at the bottom to go to the mail-in page. It should answer any questions that you may have in reference to one of our many upcoming signings. How many times do you think a customer's item is handled throughout the mail-in process?
Well, I think it's going to be two answers. One is if it's an in-house signing, because then it's touched less times. But if it's a out-of-town signing, travel signing, then it's probably touched double the times.
So I think one day we calculated that just a glove for our inventory for Tyson is touched like 31 times. So I would say a customer's item, and don't let this scare you guys, it's just part of the process. We do take pride in our mail-ins because it's a huge part of our business and it's a huge part of our signings being successful. But I would say a customer's item is probably touched anywhere from 30 to 40 times because you have to think it comes in, it's checked in, it's processed, it's assigned a serial number, your name. We have to decide, what color the pen it's in, what signing is it for, does it have an inscription, is it authenticated, is it dual authenticated? It's got to be packed up for the event, unpacked, and then all of this is repeated multiple times. So
On the back end.
yeah, the mail-in process is a huge part of our business, and we wouldn't be able to do a lot of these signings if it wasn't for our customers supporting what we do. So, understand we're all collectors here at heart as well. That's how it started for all of us. So we do take pride in handling your items with special care, like they're going into our own collection. But Kevin, as the mail-in guy, do you have anything else to touch on or to share? So, hey guys, if you do this, it makes the process easier. These are common mistakes that happen.
For sure. Just the more detail, the better. Just give me that order number or your name, and I'll look you up and figure out where to go from there. And if you have any contact or need any contact information, Kevin at Fiterman Sports, call our office line. I'll be the guy to answer. And just follow the mail-in information page, and the rest is easy.
Another thing also is we do have a lot of wholesale customers that mail our items in.
Absolutely.
So a couple things. One, if anybody ever wants to purchase wholesale or purchase in bulk quantities for our signings, again, Kevin handles that as well. We always do give discounts on bulk or wholesale orders. And another thing too, a lot of people attend our events and want wholesale orders
In person.
all over the country. Kevin is at, 95% of the signings that we do on the road. A lot of the folks meet Kevin at the events. You can drop off our items. You can pick them up. Sometimes you can get the items signed yourself while we're on the road. So again, mail-in customers if you can attend, wholesale customers if you can attend, or if you want to meet us. This happens a lot in like the Comic Cons and the wrestling shows where people want to purchase quantity autographs, but they do want to get them signed themselves. This is an option at times also. But again, Kevin's your guy. Kevin will be the one to help you out in that matter.
But before we end the mail-in process, one very important step that we all left out is deadlines. Deadlines to submit them are very important. Every mail-in or private signing we have, there's dates that we have to meet. We have to have the items by. because that helps us logistically getting the items to the signings. So every signing, whether it's private or mail-in, there's going to be a date when we need the items by. So that's very important to try to get them in, plan ahead, make sure we get the items in time so you don't miss the signing and your items get to us and we have them for the signing.
Adding to that, there is a ton of logistics that go into processing your mail-in and getting it to and from the signing. For example, our upcoming schedule, just a crazy week of signings out of town. For example, we're doing Stallone in Florida. We're doing Hakeem Drexler, Karl Malone, Oscar Robertson, and Pete Rose just in Chantilly, Virginia, just outside of Washington, D.C. And then we're leaving there and heading to Indiana to do Larry Bird. So what is that? A 6-day time frame. We do have a new massive custom trailer that we had made that's going to these signings. So your items in this scenario are all secured and in our possession the entire time. But again, meet the deadlines. We do have George the driver. Everyone has a nickname, I think, right? Like Kevin the mail-in guy, Derek the framer, George the driver.
We're still working on Nick's.
Yeah, we're still working on Nick's. My names probably can't be said on there. Reno's all of a sudden the Mickey Mouse guy. But no, seriously, we have a dedicated driver that drives most of our product across the country. So I would say a good majority of the time, your item never leaves possession of a Fiterman Sports representative. So again, the deadlines are there for a reason because, our trailers going across the country. But again, thanks for supporting the mail-in aspect of our business. And let's jump into the fun part. Nick, Kevin's your road dog. Kevin, Nick's your road dog. Somehow, some way, you guys always get into crazy stuff, hitting the streets, young, 27, not married, no kids. I mean, you guys just had your trip to San Francisco. You were talking about Kevin's birthday party in Pittsburgh,
yeah.
A night out in the rain in New York. I mean, fill everybody in on some of these extracurricular, opportunities you guys have on the road since y'all two just kind of tear the streets up together.
And by the way, they do call me the baddest man in the warehouse. But anyway.
Wow.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I thought y'all were talking about nicknames.
Who calls you that,
Who
Miriam?
calls you that?
Everyone in this warehouse is.
That is a lie. The lie detector says that's a lie. I've never even heard that.
I
Where
thought
did
y'all
that come
Because
from?
people aren't talking about
y'all
it.
say that a lot.
No one has ever said it ever.
I don't know. I'm confused.
We're not editing that part out, but no one has ever called you the baddest man in the warehouse ever.
That's how we're starting the show. with.
Fake news, Nick.
I
Oh, boy.
don't know.
There's
I
a new
thought
nickname.
I thought that's
I
what
mean,
you
this
said.
is news to me, but you're full of shit. I have never heard that, and I have never said that. But carry on.
It hadn't been talked about on the podcast. Anyway, I think my favorite or craziest trip was probably the Vegas trip with Kev.
First time to Vegas
No, this was like my third time when this happened
in a month, or
in 2 weeks.
So hold on. This started. This trip started as a whole team trip.
No. The trip.
The trip started
Yeah.
as the whole team.
I thought you meant the
No,
2 week Vegas.
no. Yeah.
The,
Go
what
ahead.
was it? Let's see, like 3, 4,
was like we were
8
there for
days,
like
and
10
8 out of 14 days we were in Vegas,
how many trips though was it?
and it was 3 trips.
Oh, jeez. Well, the fans want to know.
We went overnight. First time in Vegas, 24 hours in Vegas.
Oh, I forgot about that.
What was that for?
I didn't sleep. You had a meeting in Vegas.
We did Randy Couture. Man, you did.
What was I there for?
Yeah,
meeting?
we did. You were there for
Oh,
a meeting.
I had a
meeting.
massive meeting.
Yeah.
And y'all did the Randy Couture signing at
Yep.
his gym.
At his gym. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Sean Strickland training in
Yeah.
the gym.
What was wild about that is you guys. So I've worked with Randy Couture on and off for, I don't know, 12 years. Great guy, super classy, obviously, bad dude in the ring. So Nick and Menial go to the gym to do Randy Couture, and they walk in, obviously have their Fiterman Sports shirts on, and the receptionist at the desk, I graduated high school with her.
Yep.
Oh wow.
So yeah, small world there, but keep going.
I thought you were going to tell the story where you left them at the airport.
Oh wow. Go ahead, throw me under the bus. Tell the world.
So we had him at our autograph show, Texas, a couple years ago, and he arrives into town, and I guess our logistics team forgot to book him or get him a ride, so he's stranded at the airport for a couple hours.
This was pre-driver Nick.
Yeah, pre-driver Nick would have picked him up. No, you bailed on us. You were at a wedding. You were at your sister's wedding.
That's why he got left at the airport.
Bailed on you for my sister's wedding.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You essentially pulled,
Sorry.
you
My
essentially
apologies.
pulled like a no-call, no-show at the convention because you had a wedding to go to, allegedly.
It'd been on the calendar for
So anyway, so it was just that was it, and then he didn't have, I think, he didn't have no one's numbers. So
Adding to that, since Mania wants to throw me under the bus here, sorry, Mr. Couture, again for leaving you at the airport. The coincidence of that day was his schedule was extremely tight, and he was flying in and out the same day. He was coming in to sign for 2 hours at our show. He was flying in and out the same day. After signing 2 hours, gone. When he arrives, I forgot to get him a driver.
So it sounds like
So the guy at the show who could beat the shit out of everyone, we literally left him. I left him at the airport. Oh yes, Manuel, thank you for bringing that up on the podcast. I appreciate that.
I'm
It would
putting
change the subject now.
I'm putting pieces together. So Nick wasn't there. Signing didn't get done. Nick did signing.
Correct.
I like
So
that.
you didn't show up to the convention because you had a wedding to go to, whatever, So then, yeah, I guess you bailed on us and we rewarded you
Right.
with the trip to Vegas.
which I mean, after that trip, isn't Vegas your second home or your new town or what's
Yeah.
it
That's
called?
what people are saying.
They wanted me there more often. Anyway, so yeah, 24 hours in Vegas, no sleep for me. I was out there one deep. First time in Vegas, one deep. Hit about 6 casinos in one night.
Terrible idea. Should never go to Vegas one deep ever.
I mean, unless you're the baddest man in the warehouse, you can handle your own.
Where are you coming up with this?
So,
Like even Brandon, the producer behind the scenes,
I
is
think
shaking
that's who
his head.
started the nickname.
There's no way. Don't bring him into this.
No?
No one has ever called you that. You're full of shit.
I thought he said it in Spanish.
Move on. No one's ever given you that nickname. Move
So
on.
anyway,
We called you Nick because that's what your nieces call you.
right.
No one has ever said anything about you to being the baddest anything in the warehouse. No shot.
So then
No shot.
a week later,
Unbelievable.
we had another signing, and
Was this one with Tyson?
this was with Tyson and Pete.
Okay.
And Tyson had something come up with his training or whatever. So we just did the signing with Pete at our house. And I think that was the time me and Kevin, because we had the baseballs. So we knocked out the signing with Pete. And since there was nobody else to sign with, half the team left, right?
Yeah, so we went home, and then again, I guess you guys got another free vacation.
Right.
I think that's where it started.
We got a text, and you told us we needed to go to Pete
Yeah.
to get more to finish. And you basically told us pick a casino. So we picked
No, I extended y'all's
or
trip.
pick a hotel.
I extended y'all's
Right.
To do more.
trip.
Right.
We were told to pick a casino.
Kevin,
Never
I'm looking at
stayed at
I'm
Caesars,
looking at
so we
hotels,
did.
and he says, "Hey, what about Caesar's Palace?" I'm like,
We had a great rate. Jumped all over it.
"Not bad."
And
Is,
we had
is
a
the
hell of a
Caesar
time.
Palace still pager friendly?
I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
These
wow,
guys
I
call
guess you've never
these
seen
guys
the
call
movie
themselves
Hangover.
Mike Tyson fans and don't
You
even know the
claim to know
references.
Mike Tyson. Oh my god!
Even Ryan got that. That doesn't watch movies.
Pager friendly.
Never
It's a line in the movie
Yeah.
when the four guys are going out. The four guys from The Hangover are checking in to.
He says the Caesar live here. I know that.
Yeah, he's checking in. He's like, "Well, does the real Caesar live here?" And the lady's laughing at him, and he's like, "Oh wait, is the casino pager friendly?" I mean, you've never watched The Hangover?
I have, but I don't recall.
It's been a
my
minute.
That wasn't my favorite part.
Unbelievable.
We have 6 cases of baseballs.
How many baseballs are in a case?
72 balls in a case. How much does it weigh? Like 60 pounds?
It weighs like 40.
And now with the rideshare situation at these casinos, if you don't have a room, which our driver didn't have a room and we weren't checked in yet, you can't pull up in front of the casino hotel.
Valet, essentially.
So we are in the underground parking garage, and the rideshare guy, he drops us off, takes his baseball, he's gone quick. And we are downstairs in the garage, I don't know, a mile away from our room.
Caesars
Felt
is
like it.
If you've
Massive.
never been to Caesars in Las Vegas,
Massive.
it is
My God.
massive. And mind you, y'all are carrying 300 pounds of baseball.
Plus our luggage.
Plus your luggage.
Yeah.
With no bell card, no help, no assistance.
So we're like,
Poor guys, right?
we
I mean,
gotta,
the struggle's real for a all expenses paid trip
yeah.
to Vegas.
All of a sudden, he's not the baddest man in the warehouse.
Yeah, Mr. I work out every day.
Once I finish, you'll see how we got it done, and you'll be like, "Wow, that's the baddest man in the world." And so we talked to the valet people that are in the garage.
Episode 4. Why is Nick no longer on the podcast?
It got to his head.
No, this was pre-podcast. So
Oh boy.
we talked to the valet.
Yeah, grab a drink on it. By the way, you tell the longest fucking stories on anyone on air ever.
We get a bell cart and get to our room.
Wow, good story.
We made
Thank
it
you for that. Moving
Took a
on.
while.
This was
We made it
lot of things we had to get done.
Then we had a great time. Right around the strip.
Then we went back. A week.
So mind you, for a little like company bio, right? You two are the youngest guys that travel on the road with us that aren't married and don't have kids. But no, the reason why you guys are always hitting the streets on the road is you're essentially the only two like non-married, non-kid in their 20s.
When the work's done, we like to have our fun,
Oh wow, what way to plug, employee of the month over here. When the work's done.
What else? New York.
New York, it
talked
was
about
pouring down rain. Had to go see the city, so we ran out there, got some
Nick's first time in New York.
was it? Yeah.
First time ever.
So I had to show him
This is crazy. This is Nick's first time in New York, and my guy nailed the driving in New York. If you ever been in New York,
Insane.
that it's just a crazy city, traffic everywhere. And my guy, I mean, essentially took over the city.
Wow.
He was
Oh,
even
boy.
he was
What a statement.
no, he was even critiquing the driver we had that's a native New Yorker. His driving.
I would say 90% of people that go to New York don't drive.
No.
So they're in a taxi. They're, using a ride share service if they're able to. They don't have a rental car to drive around the city.
We had some cargo, some precious cargo.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson and his family.
His whole
So-
family.
Now that it's behind us, that was Nick's first time in New York.
Yeah.
Driving an SUV, driving our biggest client, driving our biggest client's most precious cargo, wife and kids.
Yeah.
And Nick did absolutely crush it driving. Mind you, I have a story pre-Nick driving days, as he would like to plug himself every chance he gets. Ryan's driving the Tysons in New York with my wife, and we are all going to dinner. And I'm like, oh, we're leaving dinner. They had some family members join us. I'm like, I got it. I got everyone. Jump in the SUV. Let's go back. We're all staying at the same hotel, blah, blah, blah. So again, if you've never driven in New York, it's extremely challenging. Now it's at nighttime. We're leaving dinner. There's my wife, Tyson's mother-in-law, a couple of Tyson's daughters. Like, I mean, the pressure's up there. Okay. The intensity is high. I missed an exit by like 2 feet. And in Texas, it's like, make a U-turn, go back. You're good. It's
Right.
back on track. We went through a tunnel. We went here. We went there. It was like a 45-minute mistake, mind you, in one of the worst parts of New York at night, late night after dinner. Not only do I feel like a total idiot, we're worried about where we're going. Now I'm even more nervous. I'm asking my wife to help with the directions. So yes, I screwed up driving Mike and the family in New York, and Nick nailed it. So great job, Nick.
Thank you.
Your ego will be bigger for episode 4.
No
That's what I need.
And this is the same time you drove the Golden Gate Bridge, right?
No, I didn't drive.
Yeah, isn't the Golden Gate Bridge from Full House in New York?
No, I went and saw that with the painted lip. My guy.
Oh,
Now that he's
There you go. There you
So
go.
if you guys didn't see episode 2 of our podcast, going back to Nick's first trip in New York, He saw the Brooklyn Bridge and said, isn't this the bridge in Full House? No, bro. Full House is in San Francisco. We're in New York. So, anyways.
And here's my tour guide.
Yeah, 2 weeks later, I
Episode
showed him
2.
around the bridge.
You're
around
next
everything.
tour guide also? Because I remember your first time in DC, and he took you around to see all the monuments.
Kevin did show me and my family a good time in DC. Took us to the White House, all the monuments.
No big deal.
Yeah. He's a history guy, so
I'm a history guy. I live in a tourist town, so once I get out,
What's
I
the
like to be
tourist
the
town?
tourist.
yeah, what do you show people in
Oh, I'm
Galveston?
glad you asked. Galveston Island. But Galveston Island, great city, great island. Galveston, love it.
Galveston, Texas.
Island boy.
Island boy. I was waiting for that.
Reminds me.
People are saying you missed you didn't go to the Astros game yesterday because you were going to protect the city, right?
We had a hurricane last night, but
We did
Don't
not
need
have
to
a
worry.
hurricane. For someone who grew up on the island, he's terrified of storms. I don't blame him.
live on the water, high tide, all that stuff. But
Yeah, sorry. Not everyone lives in a beach house. So
He got his shoes dirty.
beach house
having
on the
no-
island.
protect the
shoes
house.
today because
He had to switch up his shoes.
last.
Anyway, so back to Fiterman Sports. We're going to just plug through some of our upcoming signings, and then we're going to make this a wrap. So
What's up? Don't mind me. We got Andre Johnson, September 21st, coming here to Fiterman Sports
this Saturday,
this Saturday. You guys better show up and send your things in by when was it?
The deadline for mail-ins is the day before, September 20th.
September 20th. Perfect. After that, we're going to Nashville, baby. September
Let's go.
20th.
So people are saying that's my town.
Who's all going to be there, Emmanuel? I don't even know.
Nashville, we'll have the baddest man on the planet, not the baddest man in the warehouse, Mike Tyson, Ric Flair,
Let's go.
and probably also himself, the Hit King, Pete Rose.
rumors are that we're going to hang out with quite a few country stars.
Oh, yeah. When we're in Nashville, you
Last
never
time-
know what's going to
last
happen.
Last show was Kid Rock, John Party, and Michael Ray.
Seth Green.
Seth, yeah. What? Last time we were in Nashville was Kid Rock, John Party, Michael Ray. We got some new country friends.
Oh, yeah.
We'll save those for the next episode, post Nashville.
People are
Mail-in
saying
deadline.
there may be a member of Hootin' the Blowfish. I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
Mail-in deadline, September 23rd
For the Nashville show.
for Nashville. Thank you.
Yeah,
Brandon?
next up we got Stallone. Is he in-house? Or is
He
he...
No, we're at his house.
Oh, okay. You're taking
Yeah,
all
so
the things to his house.
on the
That's going to
road.
be...
New
Oh, we got the
deadline,
date, new
October
deadline,
11th. New deadlines. So please get your items in before the 11th, October. Thank you.
October 11th is the deadline for Stallone. Mino and I will be going to West Palm Beach to knock him out at Stallone's house. What do we have next?
Next up, the baddest man on the planet, Mike Tyson. And that's, make sure your stuff's in, he's going to be signing on the 5th of October.
He'll be signing here at the office on the 5th, so get your items in by the 4th, the day before.
So when we do have signings in-house, guys, it gives you a little bit more time to get your items into us. Kevin's a little bit more lenient on checking your stuff in. So as they stated, baddest man on the planet in our warehouse, signing October 5th. Buy your tickets now. It's going to be a massive one. Your mail-in deadline is October 4th.
And for the Andre Johnson and Tyson, they're in-house, so tickets are on sale. FittermanSports.com. Get them.
Well, you can.
Yeah.
Last up, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, Larry Bird.
Oh, yeah.
That's it's just a mail-in, right?
Yes, that's a mail-in. Mino and I are going to Indiana to conduct that signing. Kevin, when's the mail-in deadline?
October 11th. Get your items in. October 11th.
We have a massive, massive project that we're doing with Larry Bird. We will explain more in the weeks to come.
I'm excited about that.
It's going to be insane. We have something to show you around Boston Garden parquet floor history. We're going to leave it at that, but stay tuned. We are doing some incredible stuff with Larry Bird.
Just make sure you guys get all your stuff in by those deadlines. They are hard deadlines. Kevin's, I heard he's a real big jerk about that stuff. So make sure you get everything in, or he's just going to be laughing at you while he sends your stuff back.
And the nicest guy in the warehouse is a jerk about the mail-ins. But other than that, you're a true gentleman and you're great at your job.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys, episode 3, that's a wrap.
No, it's not.
What do you mean?
Rewind. So if you didn't watch episode 2, you missed out our huge announcement. Newest member of the Fiterman Sports family, the real deal, Evander Holyfield. So we announced that newest member. So hopefully upcoming in future events on the road, we'll have Mr. Holyfield with us, potentially do a photo ops with him and Mike Tyson. You'll get to get your item signed. You've been wanting to get signed for years now. Holyfield, part of the Fiterman Sports family.
Okay, this is a wrap 2.0. Thank you guys for tuning in. Fiterman Sports, episode 3. Check out episode 2. Check out episode 1. Check out the episodes with Tyson, Pete Rose, all the other folks. Like and subscribe on the link below. We appreciate y'all's support as always. And that's a wrap. Thank you, guys.
I ain't never missed my cue.
Are you
We have to
serious?
take our Mexican Independence Day shots.
All right, guys, if you're watching this, it is September 16th. You know what that is? It's my peeps Independence Day. So on there, we're going to take a little shot to celebrate my people down south.
Yeah.
So, Nick, pour us up, baby.
So, Viva Mexico! Viva Mexico! Cheers!
Someone said tequila. I was there.
Thank you for watching.
Like and subscribe.